Perm is gone. Muscovy feeding off that sweet dosh. Very possible to get Crimea as an ally here. Their tech isn't that bad. They can't be too far away from 9, especially with this guy in charge. I think it's time we started pursuing a more Crimean school of thought. We'll improve relations, and that should be enough to score that alliance, but I'm going to say to them that I'm very friendly, and that should cage in the Lithuanians as well. Don't think they have any enemies that are important to me. Well, I mean, they have Ryazan, which is good. Let's see. Give stuff away or take stuff for myself? I mean, how am I meant to not say yes to taking stuff for myself? Probably because I need legitimacy right now. And the Oprichnina, well, they've helped me out in the past. I don't think they'll help me out right now, but still. Ka-ching. Velikopermsky did not help this time, Jake. Yeah, I mean, he dug on for a good while, and hats off to them for that, but it just wasn't enough. The Ottomans love going for total victory here, and they really like going east. Alright, well, it was a nice try with the Danes, but unless they get Sweden firmly under boot, I'm not all that interested in what they have to offer. Study technology is still a while away. Ottomans wrap that war up. Crimea, be my friend. Oh, they're close. That's excellent. I might be able to call them in against Ryazan. And as long as Crimea get to Tech 9, that might be a worthwhile endeavor. I mean, they want land, sure. I could probably pawn them off with Yelets and they'll be okay. Because I can claim the rest of their land as of vital interest. There's a downside, of course, and that's because Muscovy still has me warned. But they're massively in debt. I wonder if they'll get involved in some other war that'll chew them out a bit. I doubt it, but man can dream. Okay. It's a real damn shame, though. Just Muscovy's warning is in my face so much. Can we see culture map? I don't know why people keep asking for this. The AI very seldom changes the culture, so I'm not gonna see a whole lot going on here. Alright, Ottomans got their peace. So in a hypothetical world where I call you in, well, I'm looking at the wrong person here. Well, can't even look at that, can I? England supports Lithuanian peace. Lithuanian opposites. That's interesting. Still a long way from having favors with you, and heavens knows with you. I killed all those men for nothing, Poland. Because I don't think hurting Muscovy's feelings is going to stop them from this warning. Actually, they are considerably less in debt now. Concerning, they make a ton of money. New unit packs? Yes, yes indeed. I get this guy, he does not wield the face of mercy. Oh, bollocks. Allied with Muscovy. But Muscovy still wants to conquer Tver. I should be in a better position for taking Tver myself. And I could know about that if I had a good spy network built up in them. Also, I want that alliance pretty badly. I hope you and the Ottomans don't come to fights over anything. They have pretty good mutual relations. Not amazing, but pretty good. Still, I'll get them as my friend. Something about tying horses and blah blah. That Litouan military access is getting in my way. Hopefully I can get it back at a later date. Okay, might be interesting if I maintain good relations with you, because if the Muscovites come calling, I need to ensure that I get access through you for the Ottomans. At least I have Crimea on my side now. This is good. A good development. Where are their units? Crimea. Don't scare me like this. Where are your units? Jake, why is 90% of your viewership banned from chat? Just wondering, because they memed too hard. And that's what we do around here. I mean, I still have my alliance with Poland, nothing too bad about that. Where the hell are your horses, Crimea? Okay, well I would love to know if and when Muscovy goes to war with Tver. But the Muscovite warning, coupled with that big war with the PLC, really slowed down my expansion plans. I had planned to annex these guys with little remorse, but it just did not come together. How long was I capped on that for? Let's grab that. Might as well grab this as well, since... Whilst I could, would, and probably should develop for Institute in probably Moskva, since that's where the grasslands are. Not doing it right now. Jake, do your diplomacy and make a South Slavic unit pack. Damn it. Do my diploma? What the hell? Happy Russian man is there for me. However, I would quite like... well, I would very much like to have reduced autonomy around here. Now you see it, now you don't. Let's make that money. Make it shine. I wanted to have Kaching by now as well, that would be glorious. Also, I love having Patriarch authority, but I also really love having stability, and if I could pay 10 Patriarch for 1 stability, it would be done. Clear Skies ask how long the stream's been going for. Too long, we should be playing Patrician right now, but we ain't. Too much on the fence here to stop. Oh man, Tver also allied Novgorod, allied Muscovy. Why me, Lord? Why me? I'm sorely tempted to best CB right now just to get out of here. Riga's allied with Livonians. Teutonic Order are allied with Livonians and Bestmark. Claim Vladimir, stop you, start considering where to best CB. Huh, of course. Yeah, there's that. There is this. But then I would just get in the Polish bad side. Probably no good. I mean, the Lithuanians would not get involved. They are still 100 shades of peeved. Can only really best CB inside Europe. Gizamuk are horribly technologically disadvantaged. I could go down there and then start slaughtering Georgians, which is a hobby for many. And the lovely thing is the Georgians would love to die by the Ottomans. Also lovely is that we're talking Orthodox land. So I think it is best CB o'clock. They haven't gotten any claims on Georgia, which is appalling. Georgia is too hot to trot here. How about adding a countries of special interest filter to the ledger? Would be pretty nice. Guess you just gotta fight Muscovy again. Gosh darn it. Yeah, my allies are weaker than last time, and Muscovy... Well, thankfully the Ottomans have Tech 9, Muscovy do not, but the Ottomans are not about to be saving my bottom here. I think the best option is to best CB Gizzy. And this is still technically Europe. I could eat a lot here. I just don't want the Ottomans to hate me for it too much. And they would hate me for it. Sure, March of Crimea, but you're a joke. Best CB, huh? Jake Muscovy clearly wants to die. Oh, I want Muscovy to die. Channel, you're in a master, Jake. Yeah. I mean, these guys aren't going to give me access, but I was able, and should still be able to get access to Lithuania, so I can go da-da-da-da-da. And as for Gizzy, well, unless I called Crimea in, I'd be in a tough spot there. Go down, subjugate Gizzy, Maybe even force into my my way of thinking, and then just annex Georgian land. But if the Ottomans turn on me, they could easily turn on me. Well, no, I'd promise the Ottomans land, and then give them whatever I thought they should take. And then I would have to build up a heartland here, which is really not what I want to do. I hate Exodus strategies. I want to have a frankly gorgeous Russian Empire here. Jake, no CB Lithuania said, don't need to no CB them. I have a perfectly functional CB. The best thing for me is that Lithuania actually go to war with Poland right about now. I mean, I doubt they will. They are beaten and bloody. See what happens though. Another good idea is that Ryazan attacks Crimea with no support, and then I swoop in and annex Ryazan. You don't want to go east, Jake, unless you want a Caspian Hansa. It's not what we're looking for here. Damn, what am I looking for? There's a whole lot of not much that I have access to here. And even if I fought Lithuania, guess who's warning me? Best CB looking more and more viable. What's those two active forts inside Muscovy? What happened to save the Dosh? If I get jumped here, I want these forts active. They'll protect me and they'll do a lot of good for me. My truce is... it's not going to last forever with you. It's going to last another 5 years. I should really take that opportunity to best CBU and then eat Georgian land, even if it's not a lot of Georgian land. I can take the bulk of it. Well, the Ottomans will be taking most of that, let's be honest with ourselves. Alright, since I feel extremely against the wall here, that's what I'm going to do. How much does Gizzy have to offer? I mean, you'd initially think, come on, these guys, they'll be a joke. But they have 13,000. 13,000 of admittedly low-tech units. 13,000 nonetheless. Thankfully I can flank them pretty hard. Yeah, pretty hard. I mean, I can surely get a great general. Nice. I'm starting to wonder why I did that, since I did not calculate that in my head right at all. Nonetheless, I'll take my oodles of military power, because I'm probably going to find a good use for them. And, well, he's years ahead of himself. Many years ahead of himself. I could always recall you away from Moskva, but I'll consider that later. Can't revoke you guys whilst at war is worth remembering, but... I don't know, why don't I put my faith in an event saving me? Fire phase does come first, shock phase second, if at all. Poland are no longer a great power. Tell me something I don't know. Okay, this shouldn't cheese off anybody too much. Oh man, if I got coalitioned by these guys... I mean, it's not impossible. These three could coalition me and cause me a lot of grief. Because then I could ally. Forgive me for not really seeing much value in that, but it's probably better than dying horribly. Yeah, I can see the value in that. I'll need to get military access to go down and ruin your day, though. But you're sure nobody wants to help me against you. Jake, restart to help the Crimean AI. I mean, for all I know, there's some horrible reason that they can't afford anything. Crimea, are you horribly in debt, for example? No. Crimea are horribly in debt. In fact, they're probably going to die soon. Alright, I should just go down and make it happen. I hope they get a claim on Georgia, or else this will be... I mean, I could best CB Georgia as well, but I'm not looking to do that. Alright, let's do it. There is no CB, like no CB. Let's get to work, lads. It would have been a great idea to get my military access first. Great idea. Boyars lose a lot of loyalty, which they're probably going to hate me for soon enough when I pull that thing out from them. But I don't want them to gain influence either, so somebody else has to get that influence. The poor burghers never seem to get enough. So yeah, I can help the burghers out here for a change. Oh man, the boyars are not happy about that. Oh well, when are they ever? Still, I don't want that disaster piece. Alright, burghers, what can you do for me? You can give me buckets of ducats, and I like that, but you could give me more buckets of ducats, and those are my favourite. Anyway, enough hosing around here. Let's go and show them which phase comes first. I mean, fort defense is hardly going to save me here, but this will be okay. Otto will not be pleased, Jake. When is Otto was ever that pleased? I'm going to bring him into my war, though. Oh yeah, I still have my alliance with Morocco for all it's worth. But that might be good in the late game. Okay, the Ottomans are cutting off my expansion already, I see. An interesting one. Should bin this military access at least for now. I'm going to regret that, I feel, but we're doing it anyway. So you do not want to be called to war, right? Heavens no, because of everything. But if they weren't 704 ducats in debt, they would consider it. Very much consider it. Alright, here we go. No river crossing. And only one phase comes first. And boy does it come. Took more of a beating there than I would have liked, but we become a battlefield medic. Nice. Let's save the day. I'm doing pretty good for siege pips as well. I wonder why that is. Okay. Otherwise, doesn't make a whole lot of sense to leave behind. Right, merge you guys together. I want to be able to siege this land. No harm, no fuss. And I don't mind running face first into mountains. These are just gizzies that we're dealing with. And I'm going to lose my prestige after this battle because you get prestige from, you get morale from it, so goodbye. And there we go. That's the end of that chapter. Oh look, he's got some units. There's little I can do but make him my vassal. Could take all of his money, I don't really care about his well-being that much. I just have to hope that he actually fabricates a claim on Georgia, because I need that. And they all hate me so much that they would ally against me, it's insane. Wonder how Nagai feel. Oh no, they don't like me much at all. Hungary are just on such a rampage. Some said the Hungary patch wasn't great for them. They're looking amazing. Maybe it's because I keep the PLC so busy these days. I neglected to say it, but Hapkoma XL is cheering for 20. Because the Otto will not be pleased. Yeah, probably not. But we got to do what we got to do. Our back is firmly against the wall, as it has been from day one. And why am I not building a spy network on you? The whole reason I did it was to know if you're going to be declaring war or not. I want to be cozy in the Kazani sheets. Okay, this is fine. I'm going to speed 1 it, because I need to take a quick water break here. Just a sec. And half a year later, it all falls down. Wonderful. And nobody else has declared war on me. Also wonderful. Right, I will pull someone back for just a moment. Probably my spy network, so I can forget about him again. I'm very good at that, you see. And then... Now I'd love to just take this land, but apparently I can't core it. And even if I subjugate you, I can't then core this stuff. I'm not a big fan of throwing my subjects into debt, though, so we'll just keep him impoverished. And that's that. Who won't like me for it? Just Russians. Nothing new there. Muscovy, influence nation on Ryazan. What are you trying? Why? I truly don't understand this guy. Alright, so Gizzy understandably hates my guts. We'll have to change that. But I really want him to... Oh, he's a diplomat. He's really old, though. Hopefully... No, he's got no military. He might not be interested either. Regardless, please try to make some claims here. Alternatively... I forget if you can seize land. I mean, once they don't have Liberty Desire, I might be able to seize this province and make claims of my own, which would be fantastic. I want that alliance with Kazan first, though. Might as well keep my units here. I mean, they're just sitting ducks over there. Also might be worth getting rid of one of these forts. Probably this one, even though it's the better defensive one, but I do think about the ducat. No, I'll just keep it mothballed. Worst case scenario, I can demolish it later. Alright, so what am I doing here? I love that spy network on Muscovy, I want to keep it going. I'll get my friendship with... it's not so important right now, I need other things more. A spy network on you, for example. No, Jake, more forts. In fact, build one on your capital. Do have the money for it. And I do want those 3 development points. It's a lot of forts to have, though. I mean, my country would simply last forever. But it's also going to cost me a lot of money for a long time. Gotta have these considerations, you know. But I'm making plenty of money every month, right? So, fair. Well, I will need my country to last for a while, won't I? Let's keep that going. Alright, so once I can get my alliance with Kazan, which I'm hoping is very soon, or I could temporarily hire somebody, or not even temporarily, I could just hold on to you for a long time. I mean, it's Diplo points, but I need all the points I can get. And then I'll be able to get that alliance, and then I will make Gizzy like me. Because, hey, being over on Diplo relations is what we look for around here. And damn, am I over on relations here. Well, that's okay. As long as nobody suddenly thinks that they shouldn't be my friend. Muscovy just doing lots of horrible things, and... Well, I'm not saying that I'm not trying my own horrible things here. I don't want to rip a province off of you so I can take some Georgian lands. And sure, it's going to make him unhappy, but what you going to do? Delete the alliance with Morocco, Jake. Let's be real, it's useless right now. It might ever so slightly be detracting people from attacking me, which is worth its weight in gold right now. Besides, if I keep that alliance for a long time, and if they go on to become super powerful, which with this kind of state in Iberia looks possible. I mean, Aragon have fairly useless alliances. Castile doubly so. I think in the long term a Moroccan alliance could serve me well. Could, might not. In any case, it costs me 1 Diplo point per month. I will pay that. Oh, I think I know who's going to pay right now. Well, no, you have a lengthy alliance, well, a truce with them. Troubling times. You're fighting Georgia? Crimea declared war on Georgia. This is a you can't take any land from... No, you could take this actually. This is a good point. They promise us territorial gains from the war. But you want the same land that I want. In fact, you don't want this. What the hell is wrong with you? Oh, I mean, sure. Why not? They got a lot of men, though. These are just dry lands. Also, you got no army. No, that's not entirely true. You have Circassians. And I have the fire phase. Still hope he doesn't come and bum rush me to death. He has trade and religious ideas. Shock damage received reduction is really nice to have as well. I mean, sure, the numbers look pretty good on our side initially, but I was going to fight them with the Ottomans. This could verily turn out to be one of those situations where I deeply regret allying Crimea, or at least I regret joining them on offensive wars. But if the Circassians attach to me, we could go and bum rush them. Seems to be a big if right now. What are you doing? I don't think they know what they're doing. Hey Jake, love your stream. What do you think of the very mixed response to the DLC and the current DLC policy thus far? It would probably not be very prudent of me to be commenting on Paradox official affairs on my own private stream, so I'm going to keep it that way. Oh wow, that sounded almost professional. Nonetheless, it's what I'm sticking to. Jake, if anything, you should have attacked Crimea, not allied them. Yeah, I mean, I was looking more to this land for being delicious Orthodox. Might not be so great, though. Also, the Georgians are recruiting more. It's not like I have any reason to believe that my troops are superior to theirs. If anything, I should be believing that they are far from it. Mind you, I have a free slot, and I could certainly be going defensive to get better troops right now. Quantity would probably serve me a lot better, so with that in mind, we're definitely taking defensive. Catching. Get me that extra morale, thanks. Jake, after vassalizing Ghazi, how can you get cores there? Isn't Georgia out of your coring range? They're adjacent to one of my subjects. On my capital. Very barely. I mean, I was gonna seize a province off of him, but this is okay. That aristocratic cow is really boiling its way up, and I don't like that. I could give them another province and then revoke them from Moscow, but good thing they're a march. Not so good thing, they're looking at 20,000 men there. Crimea, you declared this war. You get us out of this war. Alright, I only have 4 years, I think, until those aristocrats decide to do horrible things to me. I'd love an event that pushed them down. Alternatively, I'm going to have to revoke that, but I should try to keep that in mind. It's something I'm very good at not keeping in mind. Alright, it's Gizzy that's helping me out, not Circassia. Meanwhile, I just burn my everything on this. Circassia could try and take that back.